Hey there, what's up? I'm pretty good. What about you? I hope you were fine. If you don't know me, my name is Sofia, I am 13 and I'm from Brazil. So, today I'm going to talk about myself, my country, and my experiences. First, the best sweet that I have eaten is brigadeiro. If you don't know what is brigadeiro, you should search and taste it. In my opinion, it's one of the most delicious things in the world. I really like fast food too, but in my opinion, Brazilian food is more delicious than fast food. The most beautiful place that I have visited is Cabo Branco. It's an amazing and beautiful beach. It's located in João Pessoa. Now I'm going to talk about Billie Eilish. She's my favorite singer. I love her style and her songs. She's 18 and vegan. Billie has never eaten meat, and in 2014 she became vegan. Her style is unique. She usually wears baggy and flashy clothes and doesn't like to be copied. Something hard to believe is that she's a huge Justin Bieber fan. My first impression on her was of someone different, unique, and a little strange. When I say what was my first impression on her, people ask, "But now you are a big fan of her, aren't you?" And I say, "Yes, I am." Now I'm going to talk about Brazil. First, Brazil is a country located in South America. Here we speak Portuguese. Some typical Brazilian foods are feijoada, coxinha, and pão de queijo. My favorite celebrations are the Festas Juninas. They are the second largest celebrations held by Brazilians, behind only Carnival. The Festas Juninas are celebrated in June. At this time, that is a great celebration with fireworks, bonfires, and several typical stalls with games and food. Some typical foods of the Festas Juninas are pamonha, canjica, popcorn, and hot dog. And in your opinion, what is the best Brazilian food? Now I am going to talk about the birth of Venus. It was painted by Sandro Botticelli. The Birth of Venus is my favorite painting by Sandro Botticelli. This painting represents the goddess Venus emerging from the sea, already an adult woman, as described in Roman mythology. When I look at this painting, I remember something light, comfortable, free, and angelic. I really like the colors that were used to paint it. I like many other works of this painter, but this is my favorite. If you are trying to buy something but you don't have any money, or you just want some money to call yours, keep watching. I am going to give you some tips on how to make money easily. So, the tips are: if you like kids, you should babysit. If you like to study, you can afford to tutor someone. If you have any items you don't need anymore, you could sell those things. And always keep your money in a safe place. So that was my project. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye!
Hello everyone, welcome to my project. Here I'm going to talk about how was my semester and talk about the content of the 5 units of the book. So let's go. As the unit 1, we learned a lot about the routine activities and lifetime experiences, and the theme of the unit is love, the theme. Okay, and in the language work, we learned how to use the present perfect and the superlative degree of adjectives. Here we go some examples of sentences using the present perfect and the superlative. First, I will use the present perfect in a sentence. I think had met you another time and I don't remember. This was the hottest day of the year. With these examples, I'm going to explain where the present perfect and the superlative are applied here in the first sentence. The present perfect is applied in the adjectives meet, met, and had. Both are in the past and in the present perfect form. And in the second sentence, the superlative is applied in the adjective hot, transforming it in the hottest. This was the unit one. Let's go to the next. At the unit 2, we learned about features of what people wear, physical characteristics, how to make confirmation asks. For example, you want a blue tie t-shirt, right? On language work, we learned how to use simple present tense. I, you, we, they. Here go some examples of tag questions using the simple present tense. He always goes work. In this sentence, the verb go is on the simple present turning of go to goes. Now I will say some clothes and their translation to the Portuguese. T-shirt, camiseta. Shirt, camisa. Bag, jeans, jeans largos. Purse, bolsa. Hoodie, moletom. Now let's go to the third unit. At the unit 3, we learned about how to describe a house or apartment, talking about languages spoken around the world, and about celebrations. In the language work, we talk about WA questions. Here we go some WA questions. For example, where you are? You are late. What's your name? Who are those guys? How much is this candy? As you can see, the WA questions are used for ask someone for the price or for some localization or get some information. And that's the unit 3, very resumed. And let's go to the 4. As the unit 4, I learned how to accept or refuse an invitation for a museum, for example. And in the language work of this unit, I learned a lot about the passive voice. And I will get some examples of sentences using the passive voice and don't using the passive voice, okay? So let's go. Lung cancer is usually caused by smoking. Smoking usually causes lung cancer. When the passive voice is utilized, the subjects come first and the verb come after the subject. And let's go to the 50th and last unit of the book. Hello everyone, now in the unit 5 we learned a lot about money and allowance, about spending and saving habits, and we solve a lot of questions of the book and a lot of things. But about the language work, we learned about the can, could or should and the difference of them. I will say the difference. The can, it's usually used for give a suggestion, for give an advice, but not a need. And the could, it's usually used for give alternative or give suggestions. And the should, it's usually given to needs. So was my project, and I tried to explain the language work we learned in this semester and say about the units of the book and what I learned in all these 6 months I'm with my teacher and my classmates. So that was my project. I think you like.
Hello, my name is Maria Eduarda. I'm going to talk about a life experience of me. I'm going to start talking about when I stopped at police station, but calmly, it wasn't literally me. When I was at home and my mother and my dad were a noise and we left on the street to see what had happening. A lot of people were on the street, and the 3 children on the sides of the house were hurt, and we learned that one of them was almost thrown from a ladder by a company. And I'm going to talk about a work that I admire a lot, and I like that it was made by Tarsila Amaral, and the name is Moon, which is an art that I can't explain because I like it, but I like it, and that's how I made in for celebrate Modern Art Week, which is February 1828. Hello, I'm going to talk a little about Russia. One of the cooking dishes there is named Ruskaya. I'm not sure if I spoke. The language they speak in Russia is Russian, and one of the traditional events in Russia is very similar to Christmas. Hi, I'm going to talk about Anne Gabriel's clothes style. I don't know much of her style, but in this photo, she's wearing a dress and jacket. The first time I saw a very beautiful and stylish dress. And what did you think? And tell me a little about her style. And what do you think of her? Thank you for watching this video.
Hi, my name is Manuela, and today I'm gonna present my project. So, I already had a crush in a boy of my class, but I think I don't need to say his name, okay? So when I started to like him, in my head he was the most handsome boy in my class, in my school, and the funniest boy. But guys, I can tell you that I was wrong. But that was my first experience with a love crush, and was with my friend in my class. Now I'm gonna talk a little about Lily Reinhardt. So she inspires me so much because she is so intelligent and she fights so much to have everything that she has today. And she's so beautiful, isn't she? Yes, she has a simple style with simple clothes, but I think it's so beautiful with simple clothes. And it's like here, she's wearing just a red dress
with some details, but she's so beautiful and I love this photo, and she inspires me so much. So how can I start to talk about Germany? Germany is such an amazing place, and is such a beautiful country. And do you know what's the official language of Germany? If you don't know, I will tell you. The official language of Germany is German. And the typical foods, which one do you know? If you don't know nothing, I will present two foods. There is Kranichpiekaklopsa. There's a meatballs and looks so good. It's meatballs with potatoes. And there is fish bourton. That is a fish sandwich, and it looks so good. And I really want to go to Germany. So one of my favorite paintings is Starry Lights. It was painted by Van Gogh. When I look at this picture, I feel I feel a peace in me, and I remember a day that I'm watching the sky, and the sky was so beautiful, and I always remember that day when I look at this picture. I like other constructions by Van Gogh, but I think Starry Night is my favorite. Do you spend a lot of money? I don't, but if your answer is yes, I think I can help you. You should do some simple work and make money and keep a little bit of every single money that you earn. And time is passing, and if you keep a little bit of the every money that you earn, in the future you're gonna have so much money. So that was my project, and thank you. Bye.